Ooh, the Aatrox actually goes pretty hard. I kind of like that pick the most. I didn't really have it in mind, but it's a pick that allows you to brawl with this, Karma setup. I like this pick a lot here in this draft.
I'm kind of into it, especially with the fact that you have the Karma there as well to speed him up, get him into position. Showmaker does like the Anivia matchup into the Rise, but I personally like the Twisted Fate. Allows you to play to the globals, exactly right.
And it gives you the ability to have one more piece of engage in a draft that's running a Karma. I think that Dplus really fixed this draft. Like, I didn't think they were necessarily going to be able to figure it out once that Taliyah was banned, but they were able to do it. And I shouldn't have been surprised, because it's Showmaker, one of the most iconic Twisted Fate players of all time. I don't think Caitlyn needs to shoot more far, but Keria disagrees.
You do shoot ridiculously far, and that's kind of good, but you also have the ultimate. So when Showmaker does show up and throws out the gold card, there's an option, but instead Keria is going to provide the fans what they want.
That's what the crowd wanted.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we wanted. That's what we expected. To have high value. That is the name of the game for this lane. Smash will get hit by this one.
Oh, man. Making peace with it, I think, as FaZe does get at least tagged by that Mystic shot, but still.
Behind in this lane, doesn't have Prio, but he's even in farm practically, as Lucid's coming for a gank here on the Faker.
Yeah, there's the gold card, and Showmaker throws out those wild cards as well. Faker in a bit of trouble, but does have the Ghost, and Lucid, I mean, a flash, flag, and drag might do it, but Faker's running real fast and will escape.
And we are seeing a potential follow-up here from Lucid.
Yeah, maybe a wraparound, but you can see Faker still has flash as Xiu. Oh my goodness. This is getting a bit ridiculous. There's first blood. He just drops a flag on him.
Yeah, that was what I was kind of alluding to. If Faker did not respect, he decided, I'm going to stay. I'm going to greed. I don't have TP. It's going to turn to a bit of a scuttle contest here. Even though Showmaker doesn't have Prio, he does have that ultimate you mentioned, so we have an extended fight here. It's going to be a close one as Owner goes in first.
Yep, should be the 2v2 as they look for Faker. Gold card comes out once again, but Lucid's in a bit of trouble. The flash gets Faker away, and now Lucid's going to be taking down Faker. Grabs the kill. Keria trying to take the Pantheon for a walk and will save Showmaker with it, but that is still a big win for T1. And it's the thing. It's the fact that that flash wasn't on cooldown as Keria taking a full combo. Oh my goodness, headshots just raining from the sky. And Keria does have to go home. Did at least have the heal to keep himself alive, but FaZe actually taking a lot of damage. True shot barrage!
Won't do him too much good if he gets hit by the binding first. Keria has flash if he wants to try to employ it. Doesn't need to, though. And even Rise coming up.
Yeah, World Ender coming on in here from Xiu as he does look to lock down Owner. That is going to be an easy kill there as Xiu looks to turn it, but it's not going to quite be enough. Pei's able to lock him down as Showmaker does cause the 1-for-1. Let's see whether this dive is going to work. This could get Dplus into a good position. The ulti comes down, but it's not a great spot. Cataclysm comes in. Lucid looking for the kill, and he will find it. True Shot Barrage might have actually been enough. The Lucid wanting to make sure. Yeah. Who is just going to be dealing out so much damage once those 3 items do come in. As Owner in a little bit of trouble here. Gold card blocked from Showmaker, looking to try and get on over here towards the Pantheon. We'll be able to find the angle. Wildcards to chase out Faker as there's the flash away from the Cataclysm, but he follows with the flag and drag. And they take out Owner.
Yeah. Realm Warp here.
All right. Xiu going to get dove on. The World Ender does come through, but it's a public execution. And it's beautifully done.
Anyways, now this is an aggressive play from Lucid in the jungle.
Yeah, going very aggressive towards Owner right now, and Owner is in a lot of trouble. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything about this, as Doran might be able to rotate down. He is trying to fight it. Showmaker's moving up though. Ace in the hole, and Lucid is able to get the slam dunk down and take out the Pantheon. Still FaZe is moving up and has Doran in tow. Lucid, can he get a flag and drag out? The answer is absolutely no. And Doran is able to lock that one up. So a 1-for-1 trade in the end. With this wave that does move in.
Mikhail's first for Keria means he doesn't have Shirelli as well, whereas Career does. So that's actually really valuable in terms of what they can do in a snap fight.
Showmaker finding a fair bit of damage here on to Doran, but now Xiu is in a little bit of trouble. 1v2 versus Faker and Owner, but that Sundered Sky plus being Aatrox.
On the top side right now, and T1 are scrambling to try to defend against a potential gank onto Faker.
Yeah, Showmaker in a bit of trouble though as Faker and Ona are looking for him, but he does just walk it off. Lucid making his way in. Showmaker very, very low as the Realm Warp looking to try and deny. Gold card in hand. Lucid in a lot of trouble as well. The members of T1 are just everywhere as Lucid's able to escape. Showmaker taking a long time to die, but ladies and gentlemen, he will, and down he will go. But in the meantime, Siwoo is taking the bottom out of turret. We've got Smash in mid, and now T1.
Smash is going to be able to walk his way through.
Public execution is a little private this time around for Doran, as Ona taking so much damage from this Baron.
I'm just going to use this Herald here to set up a dive, I think. And there's Pantheon ult available here, but he can't get access.
Yeah, you can see Doran going to have to try and dash out of that Cataclysm, but Ona's just going to make his way up, just going to dive into Shelly as Doran gets knocked up as well. Lucid looking for an angle as they get on top of Ona. True shot barrage, but it's actually Lucid that grabs the kill onto the Pantheon. Doran left alive, but the turret is in ruins. Yeah, you've got Smash coming on over, so this Drake is going to be taken very, very quickly. Showmaker may be in trouble though, as Public Execution are going to come from across the wall perhaps, as there's the Pantheon making his way in, but immediately stops. There is the ultimate, but it's just barely out of range, and Showmaker will go down, but the Drake is going to be the trade, and now Korea is taking Ona for a walk. Siwoo is going to show up this time, and I think Ona is going to die for the 5th time. Down he goes, the Umbral Dash through the wall there, as now Doran is getting enclosed here in this top lane, and I do not think he's escaping this one. Flag and drag to deny, and it's going to be Lucid with his 6th kill of the game in trade for an out of turret bottom lane.
To come in here, he just got his Actualizer. This is a risky call from Dplus.
This could be very dangerous. No ultimate from Ona though, so he can't actually join. Doran can. He can get back here very, very quickly. The teleport does come through from Showmaker as Career's in a bit of trouble, has to flash away. It couldn't be a 50-50 though, because there's no Pantheon in the pit. Down goes the Baron, and DK look to escape and trade only Career for it.
Something, and they did, but it cost them the Baron and a ton of map control. The gold lead doesn't change, but
that was a bit of a jump scare as Siwoo is going to flash away the Public Execution, and Faker is going to shut him down. Did have to use the flash for it, but man, I'm terrified.
I mean, T1 have gotten a lot of gold, but they haven't gotten map control. Let's see if
the world's shortest gate comes down for Showmaker, looking to hold Doran in position. He's going to try and teleport away, and you know what? He's going to be successful. Out he goes. Showmaker is going to lock a red card, unfortunately. Didn't have time to wait for a gold.
But they continue to push these waves, right? There's a lot of gold to be picked up on that bottom turret if it does go down here, as Showmaker is very far forward.
Yeah, Public Execution going to catch him here as Doran looks to get on top of him. It might have been a bait, though, as Final Spark is a support Lux HP bar halved by that True Shot barrage, and look at Siwoo. There's a mega cone.
He's ready to team fight.
Let's see whether he does make his way forward. Destiny does come through. Doran looking for a bit of an engage. Is into the back line. Goes Siwoo. Lucid gets the knock up onto Carrier's pace, trying to kite this Aatrox, but he's not in the team fight. The trap does go down though. He might even be able to find this, but instead he is taken out. Doran tries to escape and gets gold carded into the grave, and Smash should be able to help Showmaker grab the kill. There it is. 2 of the carries on T1 are now down, but the Drake was denied by T1.
He's able to wrap around and get that backside angle. If he doesn't, I think T1 smashed that fight. So Dplus, they're not necessarily in a winning position just yet, but they do have control over this Baron pit.
Yeah, Showmaker does press the R button. Let's see what actually happens from it, though, as now Showmaker going to turn up, looks for Faker. Ona taking some damage. The Aegis now on cooldown as Siwoo trying to press some buttons, but they're trying to hold him off. Ona sacrifices himself for the good of the colony, and Doran is looking to try and push away this Aatrox, but the Baron is live, and Dplus have just killed the jungler. So you may as well go for the final spark. We'll see whether this Rebel Baron power play is going to be better. Right now sitting at about 1100 as Siwoo is going to look to try and get himself out of the way, but Faker was not actually in that one. Public Execution comes down, and Siwoo is just going to die right at the beginning of the Baron.
This time they don't actually have that flanking Aatrox necessarily.
He is looking for it though, and now Doran trying to escape. Showmaker with that gold card locked, and T1 moving so far away. My God, that True Shot barrage is so much damage. Doran is out of here, can teleport back,
Dplus just have to rush this down. They have to just rush this dragon down as fast as possible. It is a Chemtech dragon. It's not that tanky. I think they should be able to get it. Shiu's still holding this flank. Showmaker looks for the flank himself.
Shiu's like the big bad wolf, man. He's just lurking in the jungle, in the forest, waiting to grab them. That is going to be the Chemtech soul, only further buffing this massive Aatrox in this game.
That was such a great way to set up for that dragon control as well.
Oh no! Doran's just dead. He was trying to walk through that T1 door, and unfortunately just wasn't able to this time around.
It seems to be a lot more potent in these fights, but he's 4,000 gold up on his opposition.
Dear. There it is. Dash Cannon does get Showmaker closer to that gold card. Doran taking a lot of damage. True Shot Barrage is going to snipe him, but he is able to get himself out of the way. But Flash now down on the Ambessa, and the ulti's already used.
I mean, that might just be like Baron Prio. That might just be enough. She rotated up preemptively.
Yep, she is level 20. Doran almost about to hit that mark.
Here we go.
Now we're looking for the engage. Korea with the speed up. And Faker not going to quite get on top of Smash just yet. Does manage to get over towards him, but has to go golden very early. Showmaker, does he have the gold card? Faker doesn't have his life, and Smash is going to be able to take him down. There's that kill, and an overextension, and now Doran is going to suffer the same fate. No public execution for anything other than yourself, my friend. And Dplus have taken out the solo lanes. Owners go in the other direction to try and pull these minions and deny the end of the game. But it should just be the jungler dead with Elder coming up. The Baron as well. It should be Exodia for Dplus.
Dplus should just be able to get that, but if they get more here, they might be able to just end the game.
Yeah, Carrier looking to try and hold Shiu into position. This is what we were talking about before. That's a decent Umbral dash. But if they have the extra CC, Paze might be able to get it done. And Ace in the Hole does come in, but Shiu is still just fine.
For now.
They have Elder as well. Like, they have Elder, Soul, and the Baron. And if they were to ever lose any of these fights, it would be absolutely ridiculous.
Dplus is spilling in now with a minute and 20 on this Elder. I think they should be able to end if any of this poke lands and it's starting to hit.
Oh my goodness, Smash does so much damage. There's Lucid getting the knock up onto Faker. Just one more shot. The gold card is denied by Faker. The wild cards don't come in. It's public execution onto Showmaker into the back line. They do take out Faker though. The final spark not quite working. Owner is going to execute Showmaker, but now he's in such an awkward spot. Lucid as well down to the GA though, and Owner trying to fight with Shiu. I think we know who wins that battle, but it's Paze picking up a couple of kills.
The minions are here.
Smash needs to do this for Dplus if they want to win off the back of this Elder. Otherwise, T1 might find themselves in a decent spot. 2 inhibitors are now down. True Shot Barrage. Carrier going to get executed by a dragon. Paze taken out by Shiu. And I think they've done it. Dplus are going to give us 3 games here at the T1 home ground.
Very close here until the very end.